Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Vegan Nirvana here, and if you're new here, welcome. So, before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know, yes, it's supposedly straightened right now, a little messy because it got rained on. So, if you're wondering why this piece of hair right here is sticking up the entire video, that's why. Today I decided that I'm going to do basically like a partial what I eat in a day for you guys, but I also wanted to sit down and chat a little bit because I feel like it's been a while since we've actually done something like this where I just, sort of sit down and chat about things that I care about or things that you may care about. Today I'm going to sit and chat with you guys today, so pretty much if that interests you, please keep watching. You guys, so I'm not going to film the process, but for lunch I'm going to be having, I bought these vegan spring roll papers, so I'm going to be having that with some organic avocado, garlic hummus, butternut squash, and some spring mix. So this is all organic ingredients and gluten-free. You can pretty much just make your own spring rolls however you'd like, but yeah, that's what I'll be having for lunch. Okay, so with my lunch I'm going to be having this kombucha by GTS. Basically it comes with apple, turmeric, carrot spices, and a few other things. So today I wanted to talk about something that is very important to me that I feel like a lot of us don't talk about or touch base on with enough. I want to talk about making the shift. Now, to some people this term can be very confusing because it's like, making the shift? What are you talking about? But basically making the shift. In my book, what I mean when I say making the shift is taking that step to align yourself with the divine. Now, a lot of people have different views or perspectives on what the divine could be, and I personally have my own beliefs on that. I think that all religions tie back to the same belief that there's a source, a God, you know, a giver, a healer, a creator, basically just someone who we all can look up to and love, and someone who is always, you know, watching us and, you know, making sure we're safe and, you know, making miracles happen and blessings happen and things like that. I don't necessarily believe in God the way most people do. We're gonna leave this for another video because I want to leave you guys guessing, and I want to see what you guys think down in the comments below on your religion, or what you think God may be, or source, or whoever this higher divine being may be. I just believe that there is something there that has created us all, and I believe that we are all one and connected in this big interconnectedness of energy, basically. I think that a lot of people need to align themselves with that truth. Not my truth, their own truth. What you believe in, what you see things as, what you look at things in from your perspective. I mean, some people don't even believe in God. Some people are agnostic and are sort of tied between there's a higher being, but I don't know who it is, and it's not God in my eyes. They're sort of just like, whatever their path may be, their path may be. I think that everyone has their own paths, and when I say to make the shift, in my eyes, it is taking that step to pretty much align with your higher self. I believe that if everyone were to actually sit and take the time to think about life and actual, you know, things that are important, I guess sort of step back from reality, if you will, and look around and notice the things that you normally wouldn't notice with, you know, the human eye. Humans have instincts to where we sort of, you know, it's almost like if you see movement, you turn your head, you look that way and you see that thing. But when I'm not talking about natural instincts like that, I mean to step outside of yourself, almost as if you're looking at yourself and observing, you know, sort of just seeing what's going on around you and actually taking in little things like, you know, the sun, like as it trembles through the leaves, or, you know, the wind as it blows through the grass, or your hair, things like that. I talked about this in one of my videos I made before, and I did a voiceover on where I was talking about how people are so consumed by material things that they sort of lose touch with themselves. They lose touch with nature and reality and pretty much just everything around them. Don't get me wrong, because I love material things, and not in the sense that most people do. When I like to thrift, and when I see something, I feel a connection with it. Like I'll only purchase something if I feel like a connection with it. Usually if it's secondhand or I'm at like a thrift store or something, I will, you know, it has to be a piece that catches my eye. It has to be something that I feel has told a story or could tell a story or holds a story behind it, basically. I do have a problem when I go thrifting and things like that. I find these items that have, you know, these just, I guess, energetic connections, if you will. I tend to find a lot of things that I feel sort of chooses me, if that makes sense. I'm sort of rambling off on a tangent, but basically my point is that materialism is something that we know we're not going to bring with us. We know we're not going to bring these items with us. So we need to detach ourselves from that reality. You know, these days, the societal norm is to have the latest trend or the latest, you know, makeup palette or shoes, you know, things like that. It's just, that's not important. It's not important, and people need to realize that in order to, you know, I have people coming to me like, how are you so happy? How are you living your life the way you are? How do you have money to afford veganism? Things like that. You know, you need to take that step back and realize what you are spending your money on. What are those things that you're wasting your money on that you know you don't need, you know, and then execute those from your, you know, daily purchases, whatever you decide that you buy every day. Sit back, realize what you don't need. Those things that aren't gonna be there forever, those things that you really, really just don't need. You need to release things that no longer serve you. So if, what I like to tell people is basically, first step, you know, stop wasting your money on those things that you don't need. Then there you go. You automatically have this extra money to put towards things that you know will be really good for you. I mean, you don't want to keep spending money on things that are detrimental to your health. I believe in holistic health all the way. I plan on making more videos on these for sure. Holistic health is something very important to me. I usually just tell people, like, you know, right there you have one problem solved. You have extra money, that you can spend on things that are really good for you, things that can actually help with your growth and your alignment and, you know, just connecting with your true self. A lot of people don't realize that we live in a self-induced harm when it comes to our reality. Like, we are the ones who affect our reality. Whatever you put into your reality is what you're going to receive. You know what I mean? What you put into the universe is going to come back to you. Like, it literally takes time to just realize if you're acting a certain way towards someone, you know, subconsciously, you don't know, but subconsciously you know that you're not in a good mood that day. Simple things like just sort of like trying to stay present, trying to realize, like, stay present with you and your feelings and your reality, and realize that whatever you do is going to affect any person that you come in contact with that day. And then that could affect the next person that they come in contact with. However you treat a person could completely start basically just like a chain. If you're very, you know, rude or mean to a person, they're going to be in a bad mood because of that, and then they're going to be rude to the next person they come in contact with, and it's just a non-stop, never-ending cycle of negative energy. And we don't want that. What we want is a positive energy. We want to make the shift to where you're living your life, you know, through love as your best self, making sure that you are actually making a difference. I'm going to make a video on a list of things that you can actually do to make this shift, but I really just wanted to talk about my view on these sort of things because I made the shift and I'm still healing, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. But with that being said, you know, I live my life every day through my best self, trying my best to live through love. Sure, just like every other human, there are days where I have bad days, where I get upset, you know, where I lash out. Everyone has those. Just because you're a spiritual being does not mean that you can't, you know, express things through anger. You don't have to express things through anger towards another person, but anger is normal. We are human beings. We feel sad, we feel glad, we feel happy, we feel cheerful, we feel, you know, anger. You can't not have a certain feeling. I mean, it's possible to suppress that feeling, but suppressing the feeling is just only going to make things worse. And basically you're just bottling everything up until you basically just explode. Or, you know, that never turns out well, because most of the time when we have those moments, I mean, nothing good comes out of it. Nothing good is said, nothing good is done. And then, you know, you end up having to apologize. All of these things that could have been prevented in the first place just by staying conscious, just by realizing what you're doing through your actions and what kind of love or anger or whatever it is that you're spreading through your actions. Basically, my advice is, if you guys want to make the shift, I'm going to be making another video on tips and advice how you could make the shift or how you could prepare yourself to make the shift. So if that interests you and you want to continue to hear my rant and my opinion on these things, just stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for listening. Alright, you guys, so that pretty much concludes my video for today. I just wanted to rant a little bit about a few things that have been on my mind lately. I haven't been posting a lot because I haven't really had much time to film videos, which kind of sucks because this is something that I want to be like my main job eventually when I get there. Sub to my channel, you know, share the video or something. That way we can get more subscribers here in our soul fam and we could actually, you know, do videos. Like, I could probably even set like a day where I could do a video once a week or twice a week. Some YouTubers do videos every day and I still don't understand to this day how they can do that because that's a lot of work. I mean, I do videos like at least once a week. I can hardly balance one video as it is. So I don't understand how these YouTubers can literally post every day. Like, I give props to you guys. No wonder you guys are so big because you guys literally dedicate your life to your work. It seems easy, but there is a lot of work to pour into it. You know, we want good content for you guys. We want to make sure that we're filming things that you guys actually want to see. And we pretty much just want to make sure that we make the connection with you guys. So yeah, I mean, I just sort of talk about what I'm passionate about. I hope to find more vegan followers or subscribers, if you will. So I pretty much just talk about veganism, you know, I talk about health, I talk about feminism on this channel. I have so many videos yet to come, you guys. You don't understand. Like, I have so many plans for this channel. I just want to be able to spread, you know, the positive word. And I wouldn't consider myself a feminist, but I definitely believe in equality between men and women. Men are great at certain aspects that women could also be great at, but for the most part, I just am sort of neutral with the whole thing. I'm Switzerland, okay, you guys? I'm Switzerland in the situation because I don't want any backlash on that. I'm not a feminist, but I do believe in women empowerment, and I believe that women can do anything a man can do, sometimes even better.